So, the big topic right now would be the sequester. I'm not going to go over the actual 2% of the 3 trillion plus budget that it really takes away from the $48 billion dollars. I'm not going to mention how it wouldn't even be a fifth of the deficit. I'm not even going to mention how it was actually Obama who supported the sequester, or how he was responsible for the sequester back in 2008. Those videos litter all over the internet. What I'm going to focus on is cuts need to be made somewhere. And I know he's making it sound like the sky is falling, the sky is falling. It's time to face reality, America. This doesn't even get rid of the deficit. This doesn't even really dent it. Cuts are going to be made eventually. Now there's debate whether it will be the teachers and the students and the daycare, or if it's going to come from mostly the military. Cuts are going to need to be made. Our debt has grown. It just keeps on growing, and we're adding more and more spending. And I know there's a lot of people who cares, our debt's not a big issue. And those people have no idea how economics work even, so I don't take them seriously. Fact of the matter is, if we keep this up, things aren't going to go well. I mean, let's look at it from a creditor stance. If I keep giving you money and you keep promising to pay me back but you never do, am I going to take you seriously? Am I ever going to give you a loan, or eventually am I going to cut ties with you? It would apply on this kind of level. People are just going to stop giving us money, and printing money is eventually going to lead to inflation. So, and I think everybody knows and the inflation we have right now, it's nothing compared to what it should be and what it will be. So let me ask you people this. Where do you want the cuts to be made exactly? This is 2% of the budget. 2% of the federal budget. And everyone, well, most of the people who don't have a clue about what's going on are freaking out about it. California will lose $500 million in aid. Good. Sorry. California, you gotta learn to get your shit together. But, no, seriously, where do people want these cuts to be made? When do you want them to be made? Do you even want them made? Reality is starting to sink in on us. Yeah, we've had our fun. We've had our age of everything's good, everything's okay. I mean, yeah, we know our jobs suck. We're getting fired left and right. Unemployment's going up, and blah blah blah. But at least things are relatively decent in America. Yeah, that's coming to an end, guys. It was, sorry to say, it was false. We don't have real wealth here. Oh yeah, we tout that we do. We borrow money that we do, but we're the equivalent to those people who use credit cards to buy everything and then just take out more credit cards to pay the interest and pay back the other creditors. Basically, borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, or borrowing from Paul to pay Peter. That's America right now. We don't have real prosperity. We don't have real wealth. We just borrow. And now it's time to make cuts for that. Instead of people going on about how we need to stop these cuts, maybe we should focus on, I don't know, creating some real wealth. Maybe cutting the government's bureaucracy so that real jobs can be made. I know I'm going to get those people, but we need regulations for better working conditions and EPA and whatnot. Here's a little tip for you people. You guys know Monsonto, right? Monsonto, the big GMO company. And all of the people who are for EPA hate, or all the people who are for environmental regulations hate Monsanto. They know that their food is crap. Here's a little secret for you. Obama elected the former CEO of Monsanto to the head of the FDA. Do you really want him telling you what's good for your food? Really? You think he's worth that? I mean, after all, he wouldn't turn around and smack you in the face, would he? What good's an FDA when the person who wants to sell you terrible food in the first place is the guy who says, I will make sure your food is healthy now? Just a thought, and just imagine how that applies to every other protective agency in America. Because I guarantee you'd be very surprised who are in positions of power who were once thought to be against it. Monsonto, the head of Monsonto, or the former CEO of Monsonto, is now the head of the FDA. Imagine that, but with almost every single solitary government agency. Then get back to me and tell me what we need them for. Have a good day.